Hello, friends. This is Kimberly here with Paparazzi Accessories. I'm an executive director with Paparazzi Accessories, and I am coming to you today just to give you some recruiting tips. We done this training back at our elevation retreat that me and my sponsor, Heidi Lusk, put on. And we talked about recruiting and stuff at our cabin retreat with our girls, and I wanted to come and share that information with you all. So, as I get started today, this actually is recorded in the month of March, and March is like Women History Month, celebration of women history. So I wanted to give you a couple of quotes from famous women that you probably know of. And it will help relate to your business and how it can impact your business and the goals that you can set for yourself. The first one is from Mother Teresa. It says, "Be faithful in small things because it is in them your strength lies." So enjoy and take pride in your steps and anything that you do, because the small steps is what gets you to where you are. Starting as a star consultant, going up to a director, going to a premier director, executive director, producer, and on up the ranks, you've got to take those small steps to get there. Sorry, guys, my throat's a little dry today. The second quote comes from Mother Teresa as well. It says, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments." So we need to make sure that we're disciplining ourselves so that we can reach those goals. All right. Did you know that in 1983, the first woman in space was Sally Ride? That's not far ago. And then back in 1981, Sandra Day O'Connor was the first woman to be appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court judge. That's pretty cool. So there is tons of women that impact our lives and show us that we can do this. Not only just as women, but as men too in this business, because paparazzi jewelry is for majority women, but it also sells confidence. And men can do this business and have confidence in themselves to make it work as well. So I want to get on with the recruiting part. I do like anagram kind of things, like I break down the word recruit. So that's what I've done with this recruiting 101. I was going to show a slideshow alongside with my video, and it may be up there when I show this video. I don't know yet, but we're going to just go with me talking, so you get to see my beautiful face. Well, you guys may think so. So the first letter of recruit is R, okay? The R stands for relationships. Okay, relationships to me, I go back and I think back when I went to school and how I built relationships with people. For example, when I was in kindergarten, I had a very best friend. We met each other by having the exact same lunchbox when we come in on the first day of kindergarten. And like we were best friends ever since. We were best friends probably up until my 10th grade year. And then that way it went all chaotic, but I'll tell you that story later. But it's about building relationships and getting that friend and that person that you can relate to, right? Because relationships is relating to someone. So think back of how you made friends when you were in kindergarten. Did you ask them about their interest? Did you talk about what you really liked and enjoyed? And then you both played together, right? So why do you need to go back to the basics of making friends to recruit? It's the easiest way to get to know a person. It breaks the ice and doesn't come off salesy, and it adds value to your business. I'm going to stop right here and explain to you guys. I've been doing a Go for No challenge with my team this week in March, and we have to get 25 no's. Well, in the process, I've just randomly took people off of my friends list that's asked me to be their friend, and I've just accepted and go through. I just randomly chose some people that I didn't know, and I kind of just introduced myself. I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And they're probably like, most of the time they're like, "Oh, what do you want?" But then you would like, all I say was, I was just wanting to connect with some of my long distance friends and get to know them. So I wanted to introduce myself. And then I go through and introduce myself, and we generally have a conversation back and forth about that. And then I go into the point of asking them about if they've heard of paparazzi or anything like that. Because by that time, they're probably already looking at my profile and seeing everything that I'm in paparazzi. And I've done the same with them. I know where they are and what business they're doing and things. So it kind of works that way in recruiting as well. Also, what to do when you're making your friends. Again, you want to introduce yourself. You want to conversate with the person. Don't just make it all about yourself. and react and comment to their posts and things like that they do on Facebook, or even if you're doing this in person, actually genuinely listen, not just tune them out and only hear what you want to hear. All right, so now where do you go from there after you become friends with them? Ask them to try a piece of your collection and give it a review, or have them be a special guest on your host as a host for a live show, or just a pop-in customer when you're doing a live show on Facebook. Also, show them what you love about your job and why you love the jewelry. And it may just be that you love that it's only $5, but also show them how it's impacting your life. Consider them like a friend. I know this is a business and we shouldn't always consider everybody as friends, but I do, only because I'm a very kind-hearted person, and I guess I wear my heart on my sleeve. But I think it is important to get to know that person and kind of be there for them. Now, I'm not saying like be their best friend and like do everything for them for their business, but it's just getting on that same level of knowing what their needs are and how to help them get there. Okay? So the next letter in recruit is E. It's entertain. Who do you want to attract to your business? Okay? This is how you will entertain people and get them to think about the business concept. You need to be goal-minded. You need to have goals in mind of either your weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals of recruiting and getting people on your team, because you need that if you want residual income. You need to be energetic and excited about everybody that asks you a question about the business, no matter if you've heard it 15,000 times, or the one question that I always get is, how do you do this business when it's oversaturated? And I get that all the time, even in opportunity nights and stuff, but I get excited about answering it, even though I say the exact same thing most of the majority of the time, but I get excited about it because they're actually asking me and they want to know my opinion. Also, make it family oriented. I'm a very family oriented God believer. Like, my faith is front and foremost. I think being family oriented makes it a lot easier for people to relate to you. Also, make it yourself fun to talk to. Don't always make it about business, but make it to where you can relate it back to your business. So, for example, if you're going on a trip or you're going on a weekend, getaway or whatever, make it like that's what, and tell them how you got there, how you were able to do that because you have your own schedule or because Paparazzi paid for it, whatever that works for you. Also, be organized. When someone wants to talk to you about the business or you want to talk about it, make sure you know your facts and that you're organized with it. Just like right here, I have my notes. I'm telling you guys, you need to be organized. Okay? Be real. Don't be fake. Yeah, we all say fake it till you make it, but be the real you. Like, that's the last part of it, is you. Be the real you, so that people can actually get to know the real Jessica, the real Amber, the real Jennifer, whoever. They can get to know the real you and relate to you. Okay? So, the next question under entertain is, where do you find these people to entertain? Okay? So kind of like your party you're having and you want to invite everybody over, but where do you find them? All right, so how do you find those kinds of people? You ask and talk to everyone. Okay, let me say that again for the people in the back. You have got to ask and talk to everyone. You're going to look at everybody's face as they have this stressed look on their face that they need extra income, or they have this look on their face like, I need a hobby, I need something to do. You're going to look at everybody. Even if they're the most happy-go-lucky person, you're still going to look at them and say, you know what, you'd be a perfect face for Paparazzi. And then go through your spiel. All right, because everybody has different ways of approaching it. Also, and make it a goal to find one in each category each week. So what I mean by that is, find someone that is struggling with a job, finding a job. Find someone that has a mother of 4 kids, okay? Find someone that has a full-time job. Find someone that has a part-time job. Find someone that is like volunteering all the time. Find those people in those categories and ask them and tell them about the business, because you never know where they're at in their life. And when you do that, you'll be surprised at the people that you think will say no that'll actually say yes. Okay? Also, get out and about in your town, in your area. I know that probably in East Tennessee, I know like right here in Hamlin County and stuff, it's pretty saturated with consultants. But guess what? I still meet people every day that has never heard of Paparazzi jewelry. So just because there's a lot of consultants in here does not mean that everybody's out here working their business. So if you choose to do that, you can grow your business. I promise. All right. Be involved in your community. Make sure that you're giving back. Make sure you're volunteering time if you can, or even just doing like a donation for an auction, silent auction for a fundraiser. Whatever. Getting your name out there is going to help people relate to who you are, okay, in your business. Why is it important to entertain? It makes your life business, your business and your life fun. Okay, it doesn't make it all about just work, and I've got to punch in, punch out. This business is what you make of it. So if you want to work from an 8 to 5, a Monday through Friday, do so. If you only want to work Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 o'clock at night, do so. Make it fun. Okay. Also, it engages with like-minded people, and it makes recruiting easier. So the more people that you get around that are recruiting, it's kind of like the birds of a feather flock together kind of thing. Like, so whoever you have a like-minded around you that is excited about recruiting and stuff, you will follow a suit and you will be around with them people, if that makes any sense that I just spit out, because I totally did not understand nothing. What I'm trying to say is if you are around like-minded people, then you're going to do what those like-minded people are doing. If those people are just sitting on their butts and not working their business, more than likely when you're hanging out with them, you're going to be doing that. Now, if these are people, you're hanging out with people that are going out and working their business, you're going to be doing that. Okay. Take the sales pitch out of the approach process. Don't make it sound like you're just word vomiting. Please join my paparazzi business, and this is, you get 45% commission, you get a free website. I mean, you don't have to like blurt it all out at them at one time. Make sure that you're telling people the concepts that relate to their life at that moment in time. That where it comes in about having that relationship and knowing where they're at and how it can relate, and paparazzi can increase income in their family, or increase the hobby, or make them feel confident, whatever. Okay. How do you entertain? Once you've got all these people in here, how do you entertain your business? You schedule time to share posts that relate to your day. For example, what I mean by that is, how did paparazzi influence your day today? Okay, think about that. Have you posted about that today? I know I haven't yet, not yet. Well, actually, no, I have. I posted about payday, because today is payday. So I posted about that and how it affected my life. The other day, I did a video, really quick Snapchat video thing about how I sold one piece of jewelry. It put $5 of gas in my car. And, I said this video is sponsored by my business, Kimberly's $5 bling. So it's how it relates and how it breaks down and helps you daily. Be funny while talking to people in person. I mean, be personable. Don't be so serious. This business is nothing but serious. I mean, nothing about this business is really serious, except for the fact that it does change lives. Okay. Motivate yourself and others will follow. Kind of like that feathers of a bird flock together, or something like that. Create excitement in everything you do. Right now, I'm excited about doing this video, and I don't know who in the world's going to watch it, or maybe nobody will watch it. Who knows? But I'm excited about doing it because I love sharing the abilities that I have as a quote-unquote sales experience, and giving you guys the excitement and smiling. I bet one or two of you that are watching right now are probably smiling and getting excited as well. All right. Be thankful. Be thankful for everything you have in life. Okay. So that is my last thing about entertain, is if you are thankful, the good Lord up above is going to bless you. So be thankful for everything that happens in your business. All right. So we've got through R and E. Now we're going to C, which is caution. So C stands for caution, is you need to take caution in recruiting. Okay. So think about this. I'm going to read you guys this scenario, and you think about this as I'm reading through it. So you go into your favorite store, and as soon as you enter, you see a worker on their phone, not paying attention to another customer that's asking for help. You stroll on through to your section, and you see all the products are a mess and not labeled. You keep shopping because you love this store. Okay, but then as you go to look for your friend a gift, you can't seem to find a worker to help make a suggestion. Then you start to get upset, walk up to the register to check out. As you stand and wait for the cashier to stop gossiping to her coworker, you are getting more upset by the minute. So finally, they finish their conversation, and the cashier does not ask how you are, if you found everything okay, or anything at all. You ask her to make sure you bag your products separate from your friend's gift, and she gets aggravated. You are then livid and want to just simply walk out, but you pay the clerk and then she tells you, "Thank you for shopping with us," just as icing to the whole situation. How would you have handled this situation? Okay, first, as the customer, how would you have handled it? You being the customer, how would you personally handled it? I know I probably would have done what this said. I would have checked out because I really wanted to get that gift for my friend, but I probably wouldn't have moved back, or I'd probably report it to the corporate or whatever. Okay, how would you have handled it as a coworker, standing here watching your friend, that's the cashier, treat this person this way, and like not getting your work done and things? How would you have handled that as a coworker? Would you have been like, ugh, might want to be a little bit nicer, might want to help this customer out, or could you took the initiative and talk to the person if the cashier wasn't? Okay, and then how would you have handled it as the manager? If you were standing there as a manager and watching this all go down, how would you have fixed it? Okay, how would you have addressed the situation? How would you have fixed the situation with the customer and with the employee? Okay, so that all brings to mind is, how do you want your team and your business to be represented out there? Okay, I know Team Fabulous girls, we have been through some ups and downs, okay, but I now think we are on a level playing field where everybody is a team and we work together. Okay, I know teams have it. I mean, we're women. We're going to gossip. We're going to have things that happen, drama that goes on or whatever, but majority of us are grown women. Okay, well, not majority. Everybody should be a grown woman. If you click that submit button, you're 18 years old, you're a grown woman or man, okay, that has now your own business to run. But you're also part of a team, okay? We're part of Team Fabulous, Team Savvy, and my team is Team Fabulous, and we're part of Team Savvy, which is Heidi's, and we're part of Team Superwomen, which is Shelly's. And we're part of, all the way up to the top of Team Shining Success with Mandy. So what I'm trying to say is, in this situation, what if this would have happened with your business? What if you would have had a customer that wanted to come to you and your albums are not updated, you don't have half of the stuff that's posted in there? Or what if they come to your live and you're like all over the place and don't have anything for that specific person asking a question? Or what if you don't even talk to that person? What if you're in your group and they keep commenting on things and you never respond? Or if you post things and you never respond to that customer? How would that look on you? Okay, the same thing goes with your teammates. What if your teammates are doing that to customers? What if they are customers are placing orders and then they never meet them? They take payment but never meet them, never send them their stuff. I mean, it's happened. There's been things like this happen. So, I mean, it boils down to is, you've got to recruit some people that you could trust. Now, do you know everybody up front and foremost how they're going to act and run their business? No. Is it your responsibility for them to run their business correctly? No. But is it your responsibility as a leader and as a recruiter to know the rules and policy and procedures, and to also know how to get them motivated and going on the right path, okay? Not like this little sheep that's going to go this straight. You got to pull that one back and put him back on the path. That's what leaders do. So if you are going to recruit people, you need to be prepared for this, okay? It's just black and white. It's plain and simple. If you're going to be a recruiter and you're going to recruit people, you got to be a leader too. You got to be ready to be that leader. Get your big girl panties on, big boy panties on, and be the leader. Okay? So what do you want your team to represent? You want it to be dedicated. Okay? You want it to be organized. You want it to be prepared. You want it to be respectable and on time. Okay, so if all of those things are happening within your team, kudos to you. If there's some things that need to be work on them. Okay, you don't have to call specific people out, but work on them. Okay, I've been doing that with my team. I know Heidi does it with us, and I know that Shelly does it with us, and I know Mandy does it with us. Okay, so you've got to be with that mindset when you're recruiting. Okay, so if you find someone, and I'm going to give you an example. I had a girl come to me a couple days ago that wanted to start selling paparazzi. Well, she had bought some inventory from a girl going out of business, and she wanted to go live and sell this jewelry on her Facebook page. And I was like, and she's like, can I sell it for less than $5? I said, well, technically, you're not a consultant, so you can do whatever you want. I said, but think of this in the hindsight, or it will be like your hindsight or foresight or whatever. When you're looking back and people are going to be like, okay, when you first started selling paparazzi, you sold it for $2.50. Why now can you not sell it for that if you are a consultant then? And then she starts selling it for $5. So I advised her that if you want to sell paparazzi jewelry, then you need to sell it at $5 a piece. And then that way you raise your money faster. And she's like, well, I want to get rid of all this stuff. And I was like, well, that's fine. I said, but then if you're going to be a consultant, don't you want to have inventory? So me and her conversation kind of ended there because she decided to do what she wanted to do, and she went live and she sold the pieces for $2.50 a piece. So I have cut ties with that lady because I don't want to recruit someone that doesn't want to listen to my suggestion, and on top of that breaks policy and procedure as being a consultant. So, I mean, it's out there. There is people out there that are just going to probably defy what you say or do not fit your criteria, so don't recruit them. Kill the bird with two stones, basically, or kill the two birds with one stone. Okay, I can't get my analogies right today. So you have two birds. You have the one consultant the person that wants to be a consultant, and then she's not going to follow policy and procedure. So you just knock it out with one thing and say, okay, good, I'm done with you. You can go on and do your own thing. You can join another company and break their policy and procedures. Okay. So it all boils down to how do you want your team represented, and if you want that person on your team and you think they'd be a good fit, put them in. Okay. So after you caution yourself, get ready. Like I told you, get ready to put those big girl and big boy panties on, and let's go. All right. So to get ready is the next letter of the recruit word is R. So ready. Look at your schedule and calendar. Do you have time to schedule team meetings and calls? Okay, if you're going to recruit, do you have time to put these in your schedule? Can you make time to check in with teammates? Okay, because, some people need a little bit more motivation than just self-motivation. They need somebody cheering them on. So do you have time for that? Look at your work history. Have you handled conflict before? And are you manager material? Basically, because you are running a team, you are like a manager, but you're really not because you're not their boss. You're just trying to manage your team and keep it as a whole, like good value toward paparazzi. All right, so think of those two things. The next thing is look at your skill set. Are you knowledgeable of policy and procedure? Are you confident in your leadership skills? So if you're not confident in being a leader, then I would suggest probably not recruiting just yet, or work on it. Okay, or recruit one person and work on it as you're doing that. And I'm not saying just to limit yourself, but to grow yourself as that you grow in the process. All right. So the next thing is, how do you get ready? You need to invest in yourself first. Okay. And what I mean by that is read in self-improvement books, watch training videos, and shadow a leader. Okay. We all have leaders. We all have someone who sponsored us. If they are a leader, then we need to follow their suit. Okay. I follow Heidi's and Shelly's and Mandy's and Michelle Egan's. I follow all of their suits. I follow what they do and I put it all into my little brain, and then I come up with my way of doing it. Okay, but to follow along there with their suit. So you need to make sure that you're investing in yourself. Read books like this, Girl Wash Your Face, or there's tons of trainings by Eric War, or by who else is there? Lynn Brodowski, which is the $1 Million Party Girl. All those kinds of things. Invest in yourself. Okay, set aside the time on your calendar for meetings, for one-on-one training, and for group training. Okay, when you are a leader, you need to work on these things because you need to have a group where you can have all your teammates together and you can work on training in different areas that you need to work on. Like I told you back here on the back was dedication, organized, prepared, respectable, and on time. You may need to work on those things from time to time, okay? Also, make time for one-on-one training because there's some people that just need you personally and be there, either through Messenger or FaceTime call or maybe even a lunch date or whatever. You need to make sure that you have that time available on your schedule, all right? So the next letter in recruit is U. It's utilize, okay? You want to utilize every resource you can. For example, use your uplines and their experience. Ask questions and interact within team pages. There is tons of leader pages out there that we can be a part of. There is tons of social media help, YouTube help for leaders. Okay? This is why you become a leader. You need to utilize all the training resources you can find. Also, follow direct sale gurus for their resources. Like I said, Eric Ward, Lynn Bordowski, Tag Team, John Maxwell. all those kinds of people, okay? Once you get to those, get all that in your information, and you can find your way as being a leader and make your own path, do so. Okay, then you're ready to recruit. So the next thing is I, which is interview. All right, so you want to interview your person. Do you have to have a resume from this person? No. Do you have to actually sit down and have a physical one-on-one interview with them? No. But you need to get to know that person, just like we talked about before. And this is what you need to look for when they're describing themselves and talking about themselves. All right, you want to look for open-minded people, teachable people, and hungry people. No, I don't mean like they're hungry, ready to go eat lunch. I mean hungry for success. Okay, if you can find at least one or two of those qualities in a person, they need to be a recruit that you put on your team. Okay, so the process of interviewing the people is kind of like this. What are you looking to get out of this business? I have been asked that many times. I have been asked that whenever I done another direct sale company business. I was asked, what are you looking to get out of this business? I've even been asked that on applications for actual jobs, 9-to-5 jobs. I have been asked, what are you looking to get out of this job? Okay. What is your long-term goals? All right. So the next question is, what kind of money are you looking to make? Okay, what are they looking to make? Are they only looking to make $50 extra a week? Or are they looking to make $5,000 extra a month? What are they looking for? Okay, and then you make realistic goals to get there. All right, where do you see yourself in a year from now? Ask them that question and see how their determination is. See where they are going to go. All right, so if they just want to say, I just want to do this as a hobby, then you know where to go with them in teaching wise. And if they say, oh, I want to be at the top of the top, okay, then you know their determination is to keep recruiting and to teach them how to recruit and how to build their inventory and everything. Okay, the next question, who do you know that would like to do this with you? Okay, this will show you their kind of leadership skills and their recruiting skills confidence in their self. Okay, or it could be accountability partner that they have too. So if they say, oh, I'd like for my best friend to do this with me, okay, well then tell me about your best friend, and then they can tell you how that maybe they feed off of each other and would be a good fit to be teammates. Okay, the next thing is, why are you wanting to give this a try? Okay, ask them why they want to choose Paparazzi. Out of everybody, other direct sale companies in the world, why do they want to choose Paparazzi? It shows their ambition, okay? Their ambition, their passion for paparazzi jewelry, okay? How do you feel you will do within the first month? All right, so when you ask them, how do you feel you will do within the first month? It shows their confidence, it shows their strengths, and maybe they'll tell you some of their weaknesses too, all right? So, and then you ask them, and the last question is, are you ready to begin as soon as possible? Okay, that will show their excitement. If they're like, yes, let's get this done today. Or if they're like, no, I've got to wait and talk to my husband. Let's see how this goes. But you want to keep that excitement going. Okay, so that's part of your interview process. The next thing is how to determine if they're going to be part of your team. Are they serious about joining? When you ask them to sign up, they go ahead, or do they want to wait, quote unquote? So do they go ahead and just do it? That shows their excitement and their ambition to do that. Or if they have to wait and talk to their husband or find the finances or whatever, you need to take that in consideration. Is that wrong that they need to wait for their finances to come in? No. But is it something that maybe you could help them with? Maybe give them suggestions on how to raise the money to get their kit? Okay, not through kit fundraisers or anything. I suggest having them show you their ambition by having a yard sale or saving $5 a day until they get the money raised up. That shows you that they're dedicated to want to work this business. All right. Also, do they ask you questions, or do they sit and wait and take it all in? Like when you're interviewing them and asking them all this, do they actually ask you questions? Because if they're asking you questions, that means they're intrigued. They're really interested in doing this. All right, so what to do when they want to wait, okay? Schedule a follow-up call and a meeting call. Make sure that you're always putting something, as they say that they will need to wait and talk to their husband on Friday. Make sure, okay, well, on Friday, can I message you or call you and see where we're at with everything and, just go from there? Schedule a meeting call, okay? Or a meeting or call. And then text or PM each month like sign-on bonus that Paparazzi has, or if you just want to text them and check in with them once a month, do so. The fortune is in the follow-up. Let me say that again. The fortune is in the follow-up. Okay, so if someone says they're interested, but they're going to have to wait till their taxes come in, well, ask them when they think their taxes are going to come in, and then you contact them again at that same time, around that time. So if they say it's April, we'll contact them in April. Okay, if they say, well, I've got to wait till summertime until I get out of school. Okay, well, then contact them in summertime. Actually contact them every month until it can become summertime. Like just sending them, hey, I'm just checking in, make sure school's going okay, and we're still on track for the summer. Simple, okay? It takes about, I think Shelly had posted something a couple of months ago I seen, it takes about like to the 12th time that you talk to someone that they actually like hear you and respond to you genuinely, okay? Because the first couple times they're like, you're just wanting to recruit me because you're just needing to push up for another rank or whatever. But then they keep looking and keep watching and keep watching you, and then they keep seeing you post and keep seeing you be interactive with them. And then they're going to be like, maybe she really does want me on her team. Okay? Be patient. That is the hardest thing that I had to learn, was not to push too much. Okay. Sometimes I would message people at the beginning of the month or the end of the month, and sometimes accidentally in the middle of the month. Well, I got to the point where now I only do it once a month. And if I've already messaged them, I go through my messages and look if I'm getting ready to message. I'll read before I text them, because I just want to make sure I'm not being too pushy. But I'm also got to teach myself some patience, because patience is a virtue. And things do happen in time. They may not just be the right time. Like, for example, I met a girl back in October of last year, actually 2 years ago, and then she finally joined this past January. So, like, I had to wait that long for her to finally be the right time for her to join. Okay? All right, so now we're in an interview process, and after this person said they wanted to wait, well, the next person that you talk to says they want to sign on, like right now, okay? So what do? You ask them to announce it to their friends and family as soon as they sign on, okay? As soon as they click that join button and they've paid their kit costs and all that stuff, you go on there and you tell them, do you want to announce it to your family friends? I don't care if you have to call them, post it on Facebook, text them, Instagram, whatever. You want them to announce it and be excited about it, okay? The next thing is give them the basic info, like, go through your consultant checklist, your new consultant checklist that you have in your back office. Go through that checklist and be super excited with them about it. Explain everything in detail. Explain about Fashion Fix. Explain about the new releases every day, the 10 pieces ordering thing where you order 10 pieces, you get a free piece. And explain all the basic info. Schedule a date to reconnect with any questions or concerns. So, for example, if they just signed on at the 1st of March, say by the middle of March, you'll check in with them again. Or if they're on your team page, you can always check in with them. But you want to make sure that you have a scheduled date set down so that you can take and really focus one-on-one with that person. There again, goes back to having a calendar to where you can schedule those one-on-one times. All right. Another thing is nurture your relationship for the first couple of months. Always check in with them, be friends with them. Just let them vent any problems they're having or whatever. Let them come to you and you go to them and help them. Then after that, if you start seeing them rocket and they're doing it on their own, doesn't mean that you don't check in, but you just let them go. I can give you an example and a testimony of that. All right. Carolyn joined me. She was my second recruit. And she joined for the first 3 months or so. Me and her conversated all the time and everything. Then all of a sudden she started recruiting and growing her own team, and like she took off. Like we still talk maybe once or twice a week, but like she does her own thing. Like she's rocketing. She's almost going to promote to executive director this month. So I'm super excited for her about that. So like she's rocketed. Okay. She has a rock star on her team the same way that's done the same thing, just signed on and just took off. So there's some people that you don't have to check in with every day, but then there's some people that you do, or not every day, but at least once a week. Okay. So you want to nurture that relationship. The last letter in to recruit is train. Okay. So you want to be sure your team knows the habits of success. Okay. So I'm going to go over them and I'm going to post this habits of success. I think it's actually in your back office, but I'll make sure. And I just kind of broke it down into 4 weeks. So the very first week, you want to touch base with any new recruits or in the team, and you want to ask about goals, sales, and questions. And within that first week, you want to also remind them of any upcoming team events that you have going on. Ask about calendar and show schedule. Also give goal to reach by the next check-in, which will be the week 2. All right, so week 2, congratulate all those who are active for the month. So by the 15th is what I do my girls by. If you're active by the 15th, they get a little postcard that says, congratulations, you've been active. And then if you collect 5 postcards, they get a $25 back office credit or a Visa card or whatever. So then they evaluate the goals they have set by breaking them down to be attained. Ask where they are with the goal that you set last week, and remind the team to message potentials and upcoming hostess. Okay? So week number 3, you want to touch base with non-active team members. See if something's come up, maybe family emergencies have happened or whatever. You just want to check in and show your condolences, or you just want to talk with them and see what maybe is going wrong and you can help them with. Remind everybody of the goals that they've set. Remind the team of your goal that you set at the beginning of the month, and have a team reach out to past customers and hosts. Make sure your team is talking to those customers that may have not bought in a couple months, and reach out to them. Or reach out to some hosts that haven't hosted parties in a while and see if they want to book one for the summer coming up. All right, so in the week number 4 is follow up with the entire team on reaching goals, set goals for the next month, finalize their goals, did they reach it or not, and reward your goal achievers. Also, you can host monthly meetings, either Facebook, Messenger, or Skype. Okay, you need to set simple and obtainable goals to help everyone's business grow. Okay. Motivational games are also key. Shelly does that. Heidi does that. I do that. You can take lessons from the best. I know Mandy does that. Whatever you're capable of as a team leader, do those things. It keeps people motivated and interested and excited about their business. You want them to be excited about their business 10 years down the road as when the first day they joined. Okay, I know I am. I could probably sit right here and tell you like how much excitement I have every time that I go live, or every time that I get down and sit down and actually get to train people or talk to people, or even just sit down here at my desk and go through numbers. I'm like excited because this business does change lives, and it really, like, I am so passionate about it. And I guess that's why I'm so dedicated to recruiting, is because it does change lives. I know direct sales can, because it gives that mom or that dad a place to come to and make extra money and make their family work, or maybe even just give them some extra money to make them feel good, or give them some confidence. I can tell you there's one girl on my team, and I hope she don't mind me shouting her out, was Hannah. Hannah was recruited by my friend Amber. And Amber had to take a break for a little while, so I was helping Hannah out for a little while. And Hannah was scared to death to go live on her personal profile page for the longest time. And I told her we were doing a challenge for our why, to post our why. And as soon as Hannah went live with that why and told everybody why she loved paparazzi and stuff on her personal page, let me tell you, she had over 5 or 6 people message her and was talking to her about the business opportunity. Now, did she recruit all of them? No. Maybe there's some of them that's not the right time or whatever, but she got interaction. She was so scared of doing it, and then when she took that leap and done it, it's like her confidence grew 10 times. Like, I watch her lives now, and it's like she is way advanced and doing the videos and stuff. Like, she's so comfortable, she dances, she sings, all that kind of stuff. But back when she first started, you couldn't get her to do that. She was so nervous. It's just like any of us. When we go live, or when we go and we try to do posts and things, and we're so nervous and we want so many people to see it and so many people to interact, and we kind of get down on ourselves when it doesn't happen. Listen, it can, and it does. It just comes in time, okay? So just be excited about it, and really you'll see the growth. Recruiting is all about just sharing the opportunity and having fun with it. Don't make it a job. Don't make it don't defeat yourself if you can't meet those goals that you set, because eventually you will. Again, have patience and have faith. And be thankful for everything that you do have, because if you're not, God can take that away too. So I am very grateful for the girls that I have, and I'm going for producer this month. And if I don't reach it, we're a little bit short on goals, that's fine. I understand. Things happen, but I'm going to push harder next month. Bet you me. So I look at it as a challenge every month to push myself, to push others, because I know that they can do it. Okay. So if you have those qualities and those abilities, you'll be a perfect recruiter. Don't be afraid of it. If you have a personality that's catchy, people will catch on and they will really want to be a part of you, even if it's just as a repeat customer. But you want to try to change those people's lives and get them to see that direct sales is the next way of life. I'm telling you, retail stores are closing down daily. Okay, people are losing their jobs daily because retail is going out of fashion. It's now becoming an online virtual world, and what better business to be in than direct sales? All right. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening to me rant and rave for about 40 minutes now. And I just hope that you can get out there and recruit your next rock star and that you can go up to the top. And I'd like to see you be the next impressionista or the iconic impressionista like Mandy, because I know you can do it. I have faith in you. All right, guys. God bless. And remember, you can stay fashionable and fabulous for only $5. Bye, guys.